Hey guys, thanks for watching my channel, The Great Apostate. I hope you're doing well. Thank you very much. I've got a bit of fluff on my nose there. I can just see it out of the corner of my eye. Oh, it's annoying. I'm not picking my nose on it. I'm picking my nose. I'm not. So, as I like to do, I like to mock the witnesses. It's fun. Keeps me going. This video is taken again from my favorite channel on YouTube, Kingdom Hall Jehovah's Witnesses Worldwide. Get yourself down there. Have a look at it. I'll even post a link on this video below you. Down here so you can see some of their craziness, and you know I'm just not making up the madness of Jehovah's Witnesses. And this is a question that came yesterday from Johannesburg, South Africa. That's right, they speak the Africa. And the question was, what convinced you that Jehovah's Witnesses are the right religion, and what was your belief before becoming one? Whoa, well, that is a good question. Let's find out what they say. Imogen and Darren Gooden says, the truth will set you free. Indeed it will. Gotten Mandela out, who knows who else we could get. Jackie Wyndham said, a friend practiced what she preached and had so much love. I wanted to know her God. Her friends and family also loved consistently. I didn't have a belief before. I was searching for Jehovah and he found me. Well, her family showed love in the sense that you met some of her family. There's probably a few members of her family that you're not allowed to meet. Barbara Lance said, I was raised Baptist, and as an adult I swore off religion altogether because I'd seen so much hypocrisy. I was grieving deeply over the loss of my best friend / grandmother when witnesses knocked at my door. She showed me from the Bible what the true condition of the dead was. That's right. Like the little grief vampires that they are, the Jehovah's Witnesses are knocking always on the hope that they're going to meet a grieving person. That's why my mum became a witness. She had lost her father and she was just all boo-hooed inside. And the witnesses came and said, one day, Rosemary, you can see your daddy again. And the reality was, she joined a cult. Fuck, so annoying. Dear me. Kenzie Townsend said, my husband led me to the truth. I'm still studying and stuff, but it was the best choice ever. Everything makes total sense to me. And they answer all the questions I could ever have. I love Jehovah, and I'm happy he led me to the real truth. Okay, so they answer all the questions. Okay, here's a question they might not answer. Okay, why do you keep predicting the world's going to end and getting it wrong? Inquiring minds want to know. Okay, here's another one they're not going to answer. Okay, why do you cover up for pedophiles? Oh, how about that one? How about, why was your leader buried under a pyramid? Heather Louise says they follow the Bible and Jehovah's standards and actually preach his name, which they kind of made up and made his name known like he wants. Does he? And that they're so loving is what convinced me, although they're not quite sure about Jesus' role in all things. And, you know, Jesus is supposed to be the boss. Natalie Black said, ever since I was a child lying on the grass, looking up at the clouds, a lonely child who always felt different, I had the question, how did this all get here? We all felt that. We all felt like that, Petal. I started taking myself to the Church of England, but wasn't satisfied. Oh my God, this woman's written a book. Not going to read all this. Anyway, she had a bad time. She had a couple of affairs, broke up her marriage. Then she decided she was going to dedicate herself to Jah. That's okay. Don't worry, Petal. You can have plenty of affairs so long as you say sorry when you're dedicating yourself to Jah. Jennifer Pineda Torres says, I was raised from a small age as a witness. Me too, Petal. I've always been proud that all the truths are spoken solely by the Bible. No, I learned something recently. I read something and the person had said that Christians, right, they think that the Bible is basically stories and stories leading up to the birth of Jesus. Okay, and that's what it's leading to. That's the narrative arc that we're getting to is Jesus, right? And that Jehovah's Witnesses are a religion which believes that the narrative arc in the Bible is actually about the creation of the Jehovah's Witnesses. So yes, I was raised from a small child and my mother was Catholic. Oh, and I always remember the Trinity was a big discussion within my family. But for me, it was so easily seen in the scriptures and other doctrines as well. The Trinity's a funny one, isn't it? I'd really despair with the Trinity. I don't care, okay? Because if you believe in an almighty creator, is he one, is he three? He can be what he wants. If he's whatever, I don't care, okay? I don't. Don't bother me. You can believe in the pantheon of Greek gods if you wish. It is not going to make me like you any less. I may laugh at you more, but that's okay. Paul Coomber. Now, Paul is a regular on this site, okay? Paul's always there battling down the hatches, telling people to worship Jehovah. That is something that I've always been taught as one of Jehovah's Witnesses. The truth never changes. But our understanding of the truth is constantly growing clearer and brighter. Oh yes, the light get a light brighter still. Hang on, wait for the high note. A light brighter still. That was painful even for me. That is one of the things about this organisation that keeps me moving forward. It is a very active and vibrant organisation. Very much along the lines of first century Christian congregation. That's right, because the first century Christians, they didn't need the Bible because, it wasn't canonized yet. But they did need a huge collection of alternative books which were just, written by anybody. Susan Edison. It's the one faith you cannot prove wrong. Everything we do and teach is Bible-based, and everything we need to know and do is from the Bible. Jehovah knows best, and we have his letters to us in the Bible. There is no better life than serving our one and true God, Jehovah. Oh my God. Let's start at the top of this one. It is the one faith you cannot prove wrong. Are you kidding, Susan Edison? Are you fucking joking, pet? There is... Oh my God. When I left the Witnesses, I used to think there's like 3 or 4 things I don't believe. Okay? But they're big enough for me to leave. But, they're good on some points. And now I literally can't think of a point they're good on. I genuinely can't think of a point you just couldn't demolish them on. Alison Robertson. They showed me that the meek will inherit the earth, and hell is man-made lies. Cross is idol worship. Ha! You know all about that. jw.org. Dear me. Oh, let's speed through a few of these. I'm probably going to miss some doozies, but come to the site and have a read yourself if you want. My parents were witnesses, but both were disfellowship at the time I was 5. My mother always talked about it, so it just made sense to me. Of course it did. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Here we go. Born to a believing mother and grandparents. My father is an unbeliever, however, but he's attending meetings. Way. Speaking of that, did you see that obnoxious monster woman getting an award from Obama? I believe her husband died in the line of fire as a police officer or something like that. And she had her jw.org lapel pin, and it was the size of a fucking dish plate. It was like this big. And I thought to myself when I saw it, she must have phoned the society and said, hey, I'm meeting Obama. Can we get a bigger one, please? Oh, this woman society has forever denigrated the service of policemen, firemen, soldiers, politicians, anyone who wants to do public service are losers, according to the Jehovah's Witnesses. They are doing it wrong, according to them. And then this sanctimonious bitch shows up, shakes Obama's hand and says, oh, I'll have that medal, thanks very much. By the way, go to my website, it's really awesome. Oh, I'm angry. You won't like me when I get angry. My face goes all red. My mother-in-law says Maria Seymour Runyon was a witness for 40 years. Before her passed away, her would talk to me. And a year before her passed, I started to study and just felt what I learned gave me so much hope. Well, that's the thing with Jehovah's Witnesses. Raymond Franz described it as spiritual materialism. And I didn't get that for the longest time. But what he means by that is it's the promise of good things ahead. It's the delayed gratification. Yeah, you're going to have to sacrifice a bit now. Get out in the service, go to the meetings, go to the assemblies, not do things you want to do. But in the end, it's all going to come up aces for you. But this is the bullshit about it. It's not true. It's a lie. You're not going to get those things. You're just giving up you're giving up the current good stuff for future nothing. Okay? Sorry, Maria Seymour Runyon. Maria Gordon says, wonderful experience. Stay close to the congregation and Jehovah. He will continue to bless your efforts. Oh, she's talking about this comment above, saying from Talisha Patton White. I grew up going to a kingdom hall, but never understood what was going on. Didn't want to, due to some deep hurt. I wonder what that would be, Talisha. One day I went to the meeting because it was branded on me to attend, and the company was overwhelming with love. What kingdom hall did you go to? Overwhelming with love, my arse. Sabra Pine said, I went to the meetings when I was little. I was given a choice at the age of 10 to continue being a Jehovah's Witness or not, and to be able to celebrate and do fun things everyone else is doing, and I chose to stop. Now, I'm guessing, Sabra, that you had an unbelieving parent who gave you that choice, because trust me, if you had 2 believing parents, you never had that choice. Did you hell? No way did you get that choice. I didn't get that choice. I didn't get a birthday till I was 30 years old. I am 11 years old, goddammit. Sandy Simpson said, beautiful people like yourself, perusing truth, living God's will under difficult challenges. The unity spoken of at John, the abundant knowledge that takes it. I have never, honestly, I've been in a million churches since then, right? And I have met some really intelligent people. I've met people with doctorates, PhDs. I have met professors and authors and everything. I have never met such a low intellect crowd as Jehovah's Witnesses. And that's not to be mean to Jehovah's Witnesses, but I mean, I'm one of these. I am. I'm a poorly educated man, but that's the fact. We were just morons. All this woman saying that, oh, the abundant knowledge? There's no knowledge. These are people who still think the dinosaurs died in the flood. Oh, dear me. I'm losing my voice. They were the... Okay, well, let's find a new one. Patricia Hurley says, I studied when I was 14, 15, but parents were staunch Catholics, stopped me. When praying, always used his name. 40 years later, after many years living badly, I started restudying. I was baptized 7 years on. Oh, I'm so much happier now. My family loving the new me. Thank you, Jehovah. Living badly. That's the other thing Jehovah's Witnesses do. They convince you that the life outside must be a bad life. You know, I'm outside now. I don't have a bad life. You know, I have good bits and bad bits, and I've done bad things and I've done good things, and you know, but I did all that in the Kingdom Hall too. You know, I wasn't any different. And in fact, I think I'm more intelligent now. I've got a deeper heart. I'm kinder. You know, I was pretty anti-gay and anti-women back in those days. Not anymore. Dear me, oh my, oh me. I'm going to need to find a new word for dear me. Okay, let's go. Lisa Ann Rear Moran says, the condition of the dead. Here's another one. Here's the grief vultures, the grief vampires got her again. I lost my dad in a car accident when I was 11. What a sad thing to say. Well, it's very sad. From that point on, I was on a hunt to find where he was or where he went. I went to many churches looking for the answers. I got tired of hearing it's a mystery, or we aren't meant to know, or God needed another angel in heaven. I know that's all bullshit too. The real answer is your dad died, Pet. Sorry, I wish it wasn't true. Anyway, so she went and met the Jehovah's Witnesses, and they said, hey, honey, just join us. Give us all your money. Go out and service a couple of times a week. Go to all the meetings. Have no life. And one day, you might see Daddy again. Who believes this? Who believes this nonsense? I was raised in a family of witnesses, but I didn't understand why it was the truth until I grew up and went through so many problems with an alcoholic husband who was not a witness. Well, hang on a second. I'm going to make this my last one because I'm like 13 minutes here. But let's remember, guys, any Jehovah's Witness, ex-Jehovah's Witness watching this, any alcoholics in your Kingdom Hall? Okay? Right? Drink is a huge issue among the Jehovah's Witnesses. So let's not come the raw prawn, as I believe Australians say, and try this and say, oh, drinks outside, these bad non-witnesses, they're terrible. Trust me, the behaviour of some Jehovah's Witnesses would make a worldly person blush. Let's see if I can find one more funny one to finish this video on. Good Lord in heaven. My parents came into the truth when I was 8 in 1945. Ah, the world was ending soon there, Rosalind Feliciano. And I was taught by them at an early age by Bible study. Baptized at 15, but didn't understand the deeper teachings until my 20s when I did personal research. We didn't have jw.org back then. No, we didn't. Watchtower Library, or even the Watchtower Library. So research was using the index of the Watchtower and the big volumes. I know those. We used to have tons of those in our house. Stacks of them. John Steeder still has his little library he keeps. So does Mike and Kim. I've seen your videos, Mike and Kim. My God. You could put flowers on those instead. I'm still going strong with lots of help from Jehovah at 78. Well, that's lovely, Rosalind. But you're 78 years old! The world was supposed to end many fucking times ago. You should be romping through a meadow on the back of a fucking lion. And where are you? You're probably in Italy with that name, let's be honest. You're ancient. The Grim Reaper's wandering around going, has anyone seen Rosaline? And you know what? Paradise isn't a second closer. Guys, thanks for watching this video. I'm going to go off and lie down in a dark room for a while. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you like and subscribe.